Dinar and Dong updates. Strategic preparation for IQD and VND exchange post-RV. Welcome to Dinar and Dong updates, your premier destination for factual insights, practical strategies, and up-to-the-minute coverage surrounding the Iraqi Dinar, IQD, the Vietnamese Dong, VND, and their role in the broader shifts within the global economy. For those holding IQD or VND in anticipation of a revaluation, RV, questions naturally arise. How, when, and where will you be able to exchange your holdings when the value finally increases? It's a common concern, and rightly so. Exotic currencies like these aren't handled the same way as more mainstream foreign money like the euro or yen. The exchange process is complex, often unclear, and not openly advertised. That's why positioning yourself now is key to maximizing your opportunities later. Millions of people worldwide are currently holding these currencies, waiting for a moment that could alter their financial reality. But the difference between those who benefit and those left behind will come down to preparation. In this article, we're diving deep into real-world strategies, verified financial institutions, and key moves that investors are making right now to get ahead of the curve. This isn't about speculation. It's about proactive planning and smart, calculated steps. The reality: most banks don't handle exotic currencies. Yet let's start with a hard truth that catches many off guard. Just because a bank handles common foreign currencies doesn't mean it will exchange the Iraqi Dinar or Vietnamese Dong. Many U.S. banks, even large ones, avoid dealing in these currencies due to classification concerns, high volatility, and anti-money laundering compliance requirements. And while the landscape could shift rapidly with a major financial announcement or global trigger event, waiting until the last minute to call banks could leave you without options or stuck in a very long queue. Preparation means researching now which banks might be able to help you later, and more importantly, making yourself a known and valued customer before the stampede begins. Wells Fargo. Quiet preparation. Behind the scenes? Wells Fargo is often a name floated in investor discussions about exotic currency exchange readiness. Although they do not currently list IQD or VND on their exchange boards, rumors continue to grow about internal readiness programs, especially within their wealth management and private client services divisions. Reports suggest some branches may already be undergoing discrete training regarding Tier 3 currencies, signaling they could be preparing to service high-net-worth clients post-RV. While unconfirmed, it's clear that building a relationship with Wells Fargo now, especially by opening a business or personal account, could put you in a favorable position later. Establishing a track record with the bank may grant you access to faster processing times, priority appointments, and possibly even enhanced exchange terms once the RV is official. Chase Bank. Subtle signs of readiness. Though Chase Bank is not publicly trading in Dinar or Dong at the moment, anecdotal evidence suggests they are not ignoring the RV conversation entirely. Some private banking clients have reported that exotic currency holdings have become a topic of discussion during financial planning sessions. Additional whispers from internal circles hint at circulating memos and quiet policy briefings regarding foreign currency preparedness. For the savvy investor, that's a signal to act. Open an account, keep it funded, and build rapport with a banker. When the time comes, you may be granted early access, secure appointments, or even priority service as an existing client within their wealth division. Bank of America. Dong ready, Dinar waiting. Bank of America already allows currency exchanges involving the Vietnamese Dong, putting it a step ahead of some of its peers. However, their policy on the Iraqi Dinar remains restrictive, at least publicly. That said, Bank of America operates one of the most advanced foreign exchange systems among U.S. banks. That makes them uniquely capable of scaling their services quickly in response to global financial changes, especially for clients of Merrill Lynch or BofA's private banking sector. If you're not yet a client, this is a good time to explore account options. Ask clear, direct questions about foreign currency protocols, especially regarding future readiness. Even subtle cues from bank representatives can offer valuable insight. Citibank, global reach, discrete options. Citibank's global presence and long-standing reputation in international finance make it an appealing choice for those who conduct business abroad or plan to make large redemptions. While there's no public acknowledgement that Citibank will handle Dinar or Dong, insiders believe the infrastructure is already in place to do so, if and when it's needed. Unlike smaller banks, Citi focuses more on relationship-driven banking than walk-in retail exchanges. Clients enrolled in Citigold or private banking programs could be better positioned to benefit from RV opportunities when they arise. If you're serious about positioning yourself with Citibank, now's the time to update your information, link your accounts, and request a consultation to build rapport with an advisor. Don't overlook regional and community banks. While major banks dominate the headlines, regional institutions such as PNC, Fifth Third, and Regions Bank are gaining attention in online discussions and investor communities for their potential agility during a major currency event. These banks may offer faster decision-making, better customer service, and more localized flexibility. They also might be less crowded when redemption demand spikes. Call your local branches and ask directly. Do they handle exotic currencies? Do they require pre-existing accounts? Will appointments be necessary during high demand? Even if the answer is not yet, making those connections now ensures you're known to the bank before policy changes are made. Currency dealers, speed and simplicity. If banks aren't an option or become overwhelmed, currency exchange dealers may provide a faster, more flexible solution. Companies like Currency Exchange International, CXI, TravelX online platforms like Zoom are already known for dealing in exotic currencies. 111, for instance, operates in malls and airports and can often update exchange protocols within 24 to 48 hours of a major financial change. While their rates may not match the contract or private banking tiers, the convenience, speed, and availability they offer could make them a valuable fallback when banks are backed up. Private redemption centers. Fact or fiction? A hot topic in Dinar and Dong circles is the idea of private redemption centers, secure, invitation-only locations designated to handle high-volume exchanges with premium rates and enhanced security. While these centers are not publicly acknowledged, numerous investors claim to have been contacted or invited to participate in such programs. Access may be granted based on your currency amount, banking relationships, or referrals from vetted financial professionals. If you're ever contacted, verify the sender and organization. Expect to provide ID, proof of purchase, and declarations of fund sources. Be wary of scams. Legit centers do not require upfront fees or secrecy with no verifiable details. Organize your currency and documents. Whether you hold a few $100s or several thousand in exotic notes, organization is crucial. Steps you can take now. Separate your currency by denomination and store in transparent sleeves or bands. Inspect for damage. Notes that are torn, marked, or stained may be rejected. Keep both digital and physical copies of your purchase receipts. Notarize proof of ownership if possible. Prepare a compliance folder, including your government-issued ID, proof of address, and source of funds documentation. Back up all digital files to an encrypted USB drive or secure cloud platform. Being able to submit documents quickly could mean faster processing when the window opens. Build quiet strategic relationships. One of the most overlooked but highly effective strategies is to quietly form relationships with key banking personnel. This includes personal bankers, wealth advisors, branch managers, Don't broadcast your currency holdings or bombard them with revaluation theories. Instead, ask general questions about foreign exchange policies. Inquire about private banking services, and watch for clues during your conversations. An inside connection, even one who can't speak openly, might be the key to getting early notifications or first access to booking exchange appointments. Be cautious with private exchange groups. Private exchange groups are increasingly common, promising early access to redemption processes and premium rates. However, use extreme caution. Scams are rampant. Only consider joining such groups if they're recommended by a licensed financial professional. You've thoroughly vetted the leadership and structure. There's no demand for upfront payment or vague promises of wealth. A genuine group will have clear entry criteria, vet members properly, and provide documentation that can be verified. If anything feels shady, walk away. What comes after the exchange? It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of an RV, but the real work begins after your exchange is complete. Many who come into sudden wealth make costly mistakes. That's why working with a licensed wealth advisor, tax strategist, and estate planner is vital. Post-RV priorities should include tax planning to avoid legal or financial setbacks, long-term investment strategy, asset protection and budgeting, philanthropic planning,